Hey there, how's it going? Hope you're well. It's another beautiful day here today, and we are here to do another Course in Miracles lesson. The lesson for today is lesson number 46, so let's get right on it. God is the love in which I forgive. God is the love in which I forgive. God does not forgive because he has never condemned, and there must be condemnation before forgiveness is necessary. Forgiveness is a great need of this world. But that is because it is a world of illusions. Those who forgive are thus releasing themselves from illusions, while those who withhold forgiveness are binding themselves to them. As you condemn only yourself, so do you forgive only yourself. Yet, although God does not forgive, his love is nevertheless the basis of forgiveness. Fear condemns and love forgives. Forgiveness undoes what fear has produced, returning the mind to the awareness of God. For this reason, forgiveness can truly be called salvation. It is the means by which illusions disappear. Today's exercises require at least 3 full 5-minute practice periods, and as many shorter ones as possible. Begin the longer practice periods by repeating today's idea to yourself as usual. Close your eyes as you do so, and spend a minute or two in searching your mind for those whom you have not forgiven. It does not matter how much you have not forgiven them. You have forgiven them entirely or not at all. If you are doing the exercises well, you should have no difficulty in finding a number of people you have not forgiven. It is a safe rule that anyone you do not like is a suitable subject. Mention each one by name and say, God is the love in which I forgive you, and then put in the person's name. The purpose of this phase of today's exercises is to put you in a position to forgive yourself. After you have applied the idea to all those who come to mind, tell yourself, God is the love in which I forgive myself. Then devote the remainder of the practice period to adding related ideas such as, God is the love in which I love myself. God is the love in which I am blessed. The form of the application may vary considerably, but the central idea should not be lost sight of. You might say, for example, I cannot be guilty because I am a son of God. I have already been forgiven. No fear is possible in my mind, the beloved Son of God. There is no need to attack because love has forgiven me. The practice period should end, however, with a repetition of today's idea as originally stated. The shorter practice periods may consist either of a repetition of the idea for today in the original or in a related form as you prefer. Be sure, however, to make more specific applications if they are needed. They will be needed at any time during the day when you become aware of any kind of negative reaction to anyone present or not. In that event, tell him silently, God is the love in which I forgive you. All right, so in today's lesson, we are going to be focusing on something very important. We're going to be focusing on forgiveness. Forgiveness is such a big necessity in this world because it's the first steps in letting go of the illusions of this world. First, we must learn to forgive in the normal sense of the world, basically letting go of the wrongdoings that others have done to you. And then you forgive yourself for the wrongdoings that you have done to yourself. And then the step further is to forgive yourself for believing that you are something that you are not. You are not a human being. You are a spiritual being. You are God's child. You are perfect. You are peaceful. You are joyful. And you need no forgiveness. You just need to remember who you are. But you do need to forgive yourself for believing that you are something that you are not. And that is the final step. But in today's lesson, we are going to be focusing on regular forgiveness. So the course today tells us to start with 3 practice periods, 5 minutes long, preferably one in the morning, then one at night, and one during the day sometime when you can find a quiet time to do it. You choose. Basically 3 full 5-minute practice periods. And in this practice periods, you start with your eyes open and think of the idea for today, which is, God is the love in which I forgive. God is the love in which I forgive. And then close your eyes and bring to your mind different people that you have not been able to forgive. Any level of wrongdoings is okay. So whatever level you might have with that person, whether it be someone that is you need a lot of forgiveness for, or just a minor forgiveness for, whatever it is, bring those individuals to your mind and focus on them. And when you have found one of them, repeat today's idea. God is the love in which I forgive you, David. And then focus on that person for a few moments and repeat the idea in your mind. God is the love in which I forgive you, David. Now, if you have other individuals, you could also use that. You could add different people to that list of people you need to forgive. And do that for a full 5 minutes. And then once you are done with that, you open your eyes, and then you bring into your mind yourself. And then you say to yourself, God is the love in which I forgive myself. God is the love in which I forgive myself. And as you do that, start thinking of that. All the things that you feel about yourself, and then let them go. Forgive yourself for having these thoughts about yourself, good or bad. Forgive yourself for having these thoughts about yourself, believing the story that you have made about yourself. Let it go. And then you bring forward different ideas or different thoughts that are related to today's idea. God is the love which I forgive myself. God is the love which I am blessed with. God is the light that brings me joy. God is the peace that brings me calm. God is the love that makes me feel loved. You can choose any ideas that are related to today's idea and hold those in your mind. And then realize that you are part of God and God is part of you. And there's nothing you need to do to realize that. All you have to do is remember that that is the truth. All right? So you do 3 long periods of that, 5 minutes, and then you can do shorter ones throughout the day in any of the forms that we choose. You can do just repeating today's idea, or you can focus on individuals that you need to ask forgiveness, that you need to remember, that you need to forgive, or you can focus on yourself or the adding thoughts that you came up with that are similar to today's idea. Any of those are good for the shorter practice periods, all right? So that's a lesson for today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you come again here tomorrow for another lesson in A Course in Miracles. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.